Welcome to the big show. It's the Retire Young radio show. If you're a first-time listener, thanks for stopping by. I am your host, Joshua David, and we are happy to have you with us today. As always, I have my great friend and the mastermind of this whole operation, Mr. Al Connickson. Al, how the heck are you doing today?
You know what? I feel fantastic. The sun is shining, snow's melting. I'm going to actually have an opportunity to pick up the leaves that I wasn't able to pick up before.
Hey, watch out for those spooky ghosts today.
I am a little concerned about that.
It's always great to be back, helping our Retire Young family make better investing decisions. And Al, we have a packed show today. We had another great week in this financial markets, and everybody's wondering, well, the market was down. Well, it was, but all that does is spells opportunity. The Dow was down 6.5%, the S&P and the NASDAQ roughly around 5.5. Those are some great opportunities for sellers, also buyers. And that's what I want to talk about here today, Al, is I want to talk about, I guess, what's happening in these financial markets with is there something going on next week?
Is it my birthday again?
No. You only have one per year, right?
Just one per year. No, I can wait. I can wait
Well,
for quite a while before the next one comes.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know, maybe there's an election or something, but is
know.
that what you're talking about?
I really don't know. But all I know is there's volatility in this market, which is really good. How can we participate with these great opportunities in these markets?
Yeah, I know a lot of people are thinking, what are you guys talking about? The market was a terrible week as far as long-term holders are concerned. The week, the month, the Dow, the S&P, the NASDAQ are down for the month. Actually, this last week was the worst week since March. Apple, Amazon, Twitter, Facebook reported earnings, and they just got spanked and really, a big mover in the market. But there are opportunities. The market is going to do different things. Market's going to go up. It's going to go down. It's going to react to political things. It's going to react to healthcare things. All sorts of things, and they're just different opportunities for people that understand how to approach these markets. We had a great GDP. The GDP rose 7.4% in this third quarter. That's annualized at 33%, it's the biggest jump ever. We also had great weekly jobs claims. It was better than expected. So what's happening? Why is the market reacting the way it did? Well, it's the virus again, and it's the Congress not passing a stimulus. So those two things combined, really impact the market. Those are the things that are really moving things along with earnings. And now there's additional lockdowns happening in Europe, new restrictions in some of the U.S. cities. So investors are concerned. They don't know what's going to happen. But I'll tell you who's not confused and who's not concerned is the smart money, the big institutions. They're not confused about what they're going to do. So it's more important than ever right now to learn techniques showing you how to follow those people, how to follow the people that are going to take advantage of the market no matter what it's doing. So for traders and investors, for our students, there's really two important questions. One is what to buy and when to buy it, and the second is what to sell and when to sell it. And really, it's not what to buy and what to sell that's the important part. It's when to buy, when to sell. When you really understand how price moves, what moves price, what really impacts the movement of an individual asset or the markets in general, then really what you're going to buy or what you're going to sell maybe isn't that important. But the real key is to know when to act before price moves up if you're a buyer, and to act before price moves down if you're a seller. So how do you do that? Well, you have to be able to identify on a price chart, and really everything that is necessary to know is on a price chart if you know how to read it. That's one of the things that we do for our students, kind of teach them how to read a price chart, much like a radiologist read an X-ray, or a CD, what's the word I'm looking for?
I'm not quite sure.
Well, no, you had one done just the other.
Oh, MRI. There you go.
Thank you, an MRI. Right.
Thank you. It's a good thing you are not a doctor.
It's a good thing I have help here.
Well, Al, you talk a lot about this. This market condition that we're seeing right now, which is a lot of volatility. And you mentioned some of the different things that could be causing some of these negative outcomes in the market, especially this week. But if you think about this, these are all opinions. And when you're talking about reading an MRI or an X-ray, it's just doing what the price action says, or in this case, what the MRI says. In trading and investing, is what prices look like on a chart, and a chart is full of candlesticks, and that's what's telling you exactly what's happening. So it's understanding how to read that. Now, these segments go by so fast, and we have a lot to discuss coming up in the next segment. I want to talk more about supply and demand, really how the markets really work, because we see some great moves down. A lot of our listeners want to understand more about that and how to participate. This is Josh and Al with the Retire Young radio show. We will be right back.